मात गर्भ तुम ही प्रतिपालक, मृत मंडल एक तू ही। मात गर्भ तुम ही प्रतिपालक, मृत मंडल एक तू ही। रसना 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 रसना, जपते 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 तू ही तू ही तू ही रसना, जपते तू ही तू ही तू ही तू ही तू ही। एक ओंकार सतनाम करता पुरख निरभਉ निर्वैर अकाल मूरत अजूनी सैभं गुर प्रसाद। वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा, वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह।
Welcome to the Word of Sikhism program. I am Chitra Singh Saini from National Sikh Center. I have with me most honorable Bhai Sahib ji, Gurdarshan Singh ji from Guru Gobind Singh Foundation of Maryland. At that facility, we provide social, religious, as well as medical services. You're all welcome to come and join us Fridays, afternoons, and Sundays. Thank you for watching. We have started Japji Sahib ji's Gurbani simple translation. Bhai Sahib is going to start where we left last week. Thank you for watching, and if you have some positive, negative comments, please write us at National Sikh Center gmail.com or call us at 202-270-5528. We will appreciate all your positive, negative comments. Bhai Sahib is going to start where we left last week. Bhai Sahib.
Thank you, everyone, to be back with us to talk about Guru Nanak's composition, Japji Sahib. This is the most read composition, Bani, the words of Guru Nanak, and most translated in many, many languages. And I have no doubt in my mind that Japji has come from the highest source of this universe, and the Guru Nanak-like personality who experienced life in totality. And these are his words. And translating his words, it's not an easy thing. But our attempt is that whatever God has given to us, that we can share and live his wisdom. And one thing is sure, that as we are listening to his words, as we are living his words, and life changes. Because the way we live life, the way we look at life, the perspective which we have about life, it is not coming from very higher sources. When we are introduced with the people, gurus, divine souls like Guru Nanak, the way they lived, the way they achieved things in their life, and also they were a family people, households, they had children, wives, yet their lifestyle was totally different and so inspiring, doing everything every day. They were not frustrated, they were not worried, and yet they achieved so much in their lives. So as Guru Nanak says in Japji, in the very first pauri, he says, Kiv sachiara hoiye, kiv kuda tutta pal. How can I become truth oriented? And how can I break the wall of falsehood? The falsehood is all around us. And falsehood has rather covered our own reality. And as sometimes we go around and the government, as the counties do, where they dump all the trash for many, many years. After that, the landfill is filled with the trash. Then they grow very beautiful grass and put some flowers on it. But trash is underneath. And our life is same way. The life is filled with trash, lies, cheatings, ignorance, greed, ego, whatnot. But we try to cover that with beautiful clothes, beautiful lifestyle. But we know what is going on inside. So these words of Guru Nanak helps us to discover who we are. How can we find bliss within us? How can we achieve the state of happiness? So today we will be talking about the 15th pauri of Japji Sahib, where Guru Nanak Dev Ji says, and let us do the part first, then we will translate to you. Manna पावह मोख द्वार, मन्नै परवारै साधार, मन्नै तरह तारे गुर सिख, मन्नै नानक भवह ना पिख, ऐसा नाम निरंजन होए, जे को मन जाना मन कोय. This is the last stanza of the four mannas. The same word comes again and again. But first stanza says, manne ki gat kahi na jaye. A person who lives Guru's words, a person who follows the wisdom of their Gurus, their faith. Manne ki gat kahi na jaye. No one can even describe that person's state of mind, a person who lives it. Then the next three pauris talk about what happens when you listen to Guru. What happens when you are following the wisdom of the divine souls? And in this pauri, the last pauri, Guru Sahib says, Manne paveh mokh dwar. That's a beautiful word. And this one word, mokh dwar, has been translated in many, many ways. And this word has been even abused, I would say, many, many types. Yeah. So when somebody dies and the priest comes and says, if you want to go to heaven, and or we can do things that make sure that soul is in heaven. And I can talk about my faith, and we pray for the departed soul to rest in peace forever in God's presence. What it means. We say the words, but it may have different connotation, but they may have different meaning. And here Guru Nanak Dev Ji says, Manna paveh mokh dwar. And he says, those people who follow the wisdom of the Guru achieves mokh dwar. Mokh dwar means the door of liberation. Mm-hmm. When? When person is dead or when person is alive. And he says, I will quote some of his lines. He says, mokh dwar from what? From who? Liberation from our sick thoughts, S-I-C-K. Liberation from our dirty mind. Liberation from our what we have been taught, our own pseudo wisdom, pseudo knowledge. And Guru Sahib, Bhagat Kabir ji says, rather, he says, Kabir, Mukt Dwara Sankuda Rai Dasmai Pai. And Bhagat Kabir is one of the enlightened beings and enlightened souls in that culture. And those who experienced it, lived it. And he says, you are talking about liberation, you are talking about mukti, you are talking about something after death. He says, it's not after death. He says, Mukt Dwara, the liberation, the door of liberation is very tiny. Is very tiny, very small. Mukt Dwara at nika, nana hoy so jai. He says, if you are that tiny, even formless, then you can go through, but man to magal hoy raha. Your mind is like an elephant. Your mind is full of ego. Your mind is full of lust. Your mind is full of pride. How can you go through that door? And you might be expecting that one day some Paiji, some Pandit come and do ardas and you can go through that door. And that he or she help you to open that door for you. And he says, no. Man to magal hoy raha, niksa kyun kar jaye? How can you go through that door of liberation when your mind is like acting like an elephant? So huge, so big. And then he says, Aisa Sadgur je mila tutta kare pasao. If that enlightened being like Guru Nanak comes in my life and in come your life, tutta kare pasao, with the grace, with the blessings that he blesses you, Mukt Dwara Mokala, Seje Avo Jao. He will train your mind, he will train your life, and he will give shape to your being that you can achieve that door of liberation easily. That Mukt Dwara Mokala. That door becomes Mokala means,
Opens up.
Opens up.
Yep.
Whenever you want to come, whenever you want to go out.
Yeah.
It is up to you.
Yeah.
And this is the liberation, he says. Then, Brahmgyani Bandante Mukta. A person who experiences divine, a person who experiences God, Brahmgyani Bandante Mukta. Mukta kedi cheez to? Liberation from what? Bandhan. The shackles. That you have totally shackled your life with anger, lust, pride, greed, and these are the type of imprisonments around you. And it says, Bandhan tor bulave Ram man mein lage sach dhyan. It says, what Guru does is help you to get rid of those shackles. Bandhan tor bulave Ram, and unfolds the mysteries in your life. Unfold the mysteries. And the life is full of mysteries, a life full of truth. And then he says, Man mein lagya sach dhyan. Then he says, Mitahe kalesh sukhi hoye rahiye. Sukhi hoye rahiye. When ਜ਼ਿੰਦਗੀ ਦੇ ਜਦੋਂ ਸਾਰੇ ਕਲੇਸ਼ ਖਤਮ ਹੋ ਜਾਂਦੇ, ਜ਼ਿੰਦਗੀ ਦੇ ਸਾਰੇ ਝਗੜੇ ਖਤਮ ਹੋ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਹੈ, then you see life as it is. Then Guru Sahib says, ਮਿਟਾਂ ਕਲੇਸ਼ ਸੁਖੀ ਹੋਏ ਰਹੀਏ, ਐਸਾ ਦਾਤਾ Sadguru kahiye. Sadguru is that power, Guru is that power, help you to break those shackles. Rather, I always, when I'm talking to youth, and I use these words, that the Guru teaches you the art of living, You don't give up anything. Guru organizes your life that everything looks beautiful. And anything which has no meaning in your life, throw you out as a trash. And that is the beauty of Sadguru. And then Guru says in Guru Granth Sahib Ji, Nanak Sadguru pete hain, aisi hove jugt, puri hove jugt, hasandeyan, khelandeyan, painandeyan, khavandeyan, viche hove mukt. It says, when you have Guru in your life and you have a trained coach in your life, a person who has lived life, and when you are surrounded by that personality, what happens is you are laughing, but your laughters have depth in it. And you are playing. In your playfulness, there is a playfulness in your playing. You are not playing to defeat others, you are playing to enjoy. Anand. Then Penande, you will be wearing clothes, not to put other people down that you are wearing expensive clothes. Rather, you are wearing something graceful, brings grace in your life. And then Kavandaya, you will be eating. The eating not to just fill a stomach, and you will be enjoying doing everything when Guru is there. He'll teach you art of living. And that's what Guru Nanak Dev Ji says, Manna Pavah Mokh Dwar. You are liberated from any trash you have in your life, any kind of trash you have, and that is the liberation. That is the Mukti da Dwar, not after death, but while
you're living.
While you're living.
Bhai Sahib ji, Manna is also in our language. Here we are using when we are accepting somebody's advice, we are accepting what the other guy is saying. That is what Manna is. Yeah, when we are accepting the advice from the God or the creature or the creator, then we start accepting the reality of the life. That's Manna.
Very good, beautiful. Manna Pavah Mokh Dwar, Manna Parvara Sadhar. Sadhar. Sadhar means that you are there to support your family with the best means, the right kind of education, the right kind of tool you try to provide. And that's why, we try to, what parents can do to their children is to provide a learning, growing, and educational environment where the kids are growing. And now when we are living some multicultural, multinational communities around, like in Washington DC area, we are surrounded by so many different faiths, beliefs, and moreover Facebook and Twitters and whatnot.
So social media.
How you maintain your own self? How you protect yourself? How you protect yourself from the viruses coming from, attacks coming from outside? He says, Manna Parvara Sadhar, a person who believes or follows the teachings, and he creates right kind of environment around, and he gives the right support to his or her children, that the children are growing meaningfully and lovingly, and they're doing what is right in their life. In the next line, Guru Sahib says, Manna Tare Tare Gore Sikh. This is again beautiful. And it says, Manna, a person who follows. Tare, swims across these attractions. And these attractions will never bother that person again.
If you're accepting the will of the God.
Once you know it, once you know the reality, nothing is real unless it is experienced.
Right.
When you go through experience, when you see what the reality, and I have shared many times, it just popped up in my mind, and somebody, when we are doing part in Gurudwara Sahib, and somebody lost a diamond ring. And while doing the prayer, the person start looking around, and that ring must be very experienced, or it might have some other value behind it. And I stopped the service, and I start asking, what are you looking for? That they said, the person has lost his diamond ring. I said, let us finish the prayer service, then we will all look for it. So then prayer ended, we started looking, and we couldn't find. I told them that I'm going to do vacuum in the morning. Then if something comes up, I'll take care of it. So next morning when I woke up, I start taking care of the main hall. So I found something very shiny and diamond. And I put it in my pocket. I went to a jeweler shop, I bought a small container, put it into it, and I called the family that I have found it. So they came back from very far. I kept that diamond 3 days in my pocket and used to look at that diamond that I may not lose it many, many times a day. that literally I lost my sleep, that I may not lose that again. So the family came after 4 days, and I showed that to them, and they looked at the diamond. They started laughing at me. They said, "Bhai Sahib, it's not a real diamond. It's a piece of,
Metal.
metal. It's not real." So they left. The thing which was so dear to me for last 4 days, I kept it so dearly and was looking every half or
Taking care of it.
taking care of it.
Yes.
So it took me a minute to throw it in the
Throw it
trash.
away.
Till I did not know this is not real.
Right.
I took care of it. When I came to know this is not real, I just trashed it. And many times we keep those things so dearly in our life. When Guru comes and real coach comes in our life, shows, okay, what you are taking care of, it's not worth. It's not worth even paying attention to. Then it does not take, you don't take time to drop it. And that's what Guru says, Manne tare tare gur sikh. The Guru's teaching is that powerful. A person who follows, a person who listens to Guru,
And
liberates
accepting
himself.
it. Accept it and practice it.
Yes. And gur sikh. And also with that teaching, he helps other people, his disciples or his companions. Then in next line Guru Nanak says, Manne Nanak pavhe na pikh. Manne Nanak pavhe na pikh. Pikh means begging.
Yeah.
Those people who listen to the Guru, those people who live the wisdom of Guru, they never go and beg. This is the kind of, when you see sometimes on TV, people are showing their palm to a palm reader and go to people to ask about their future, and you feel sorry for them. And those people, even who are telling them, they are there for their business.
Yeah.
They don't know. They don't know. And but we are so much empty inside. We're looking someplace, some people, to tell us how can I become rich? How do I get rid of my sufferings and my pains? And Guru says, if you are doing what is right in life, if you are honest to your own self, if you are doing introspection every day, if you are listening to your own faith, the words, if you are a hard worker, and as I said last time, if you are meditative, not meditation, meditative, that you are totally aware of your life and you are doing the right things, you are honest, and why would you go to somebody? Why would you go to somebody and ask?
Somebody to beg or get suggestions or get the future declared by the palmist or other predictors who can tell you, hey, you're going to live 200 years or 50 years if you do this and this and this.
Guru Sahib says, Manne Nanak pavhe na pikh. He says, when you listen to Guru, follow Guru's wisdom, you will not become a beggar and go and ask from other people and knocking at their doors about your future and your well-being.
Yeah.
You know it.
Yeah.
Because God has given you that wisdom, that you can see it. And there are lines in Guru Granth Sahib Ji. He says, Bande khoj dil har roj, discover yourself every day, contemplate yourself every day, go inside in your life every day, and you will find everything within you. And God has put everything in you. God did not create you incomplete.
Yes.
You feel that you might be incomplete. God created you complete.
Yeah.
And then
God will help you to discover yourself.
yes.
Yeah.
ऐसा नाम निरंजन होए जेको मन जाना है मन को. Such is the naam or name of God, so pure, so enlightening. जेको मन जाना है मन कोय. And Guru Sahib says, if someone brings that teaching in life, then that person will see the miracle of Naam. So what is the meaning of Naam? Is bringing the godly virtues in your life. Bring love in your life, bring service in your life, bring humility in your life, bring help others of your life. When you are feeding a homeless person, when you are helping somebody who may not have something to wear or something to eat, you are worshipping God. So this is what Guru Nanak Dev Ji says in 15th Pauri. May God bless us all, that while listening Guru's teaching, that teaching becomes our way of life. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much again. Welcome again to the next episode, which we will be bringing to you the next week from Japji Sahib. If you have positive, negative comments, please write to us at nationalsikhcenter@gmail.com or call us at 202-270-5528. And thank you very much for GTV giving us the opportunity to spread the Gurbani of Guru Nanak Dev Ji. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.
मात गर्भ तुम ही प्रतपालक, मृत मंडल एक तू ही। मात गर्भ तुम ही प्रतपालक, मृत मंडल एक तू ही। रसना 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 जपते 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 तू ही रसना जपते तू ही तुम है पिता तुम ही फोन माता, तुम है मीत हित प्राता। तुम है पिता तुम ही फोन माता, तुम है मीत